In this special Law of Attraction video, we're going to share 5 signs that you're on your way to becoming a superstar. Hello everyone, Robert Zink, Miracle Mentor and Alchemy Life Coach. We're helping people all over the world empower their lives. And today we are soaring high like a big, beautiful eagle flying in the direction of your dreams and your goals. I want to share with you 5 signs or traits that you're on your way to becoming a superstar. Now, I don't know if you're into music, if you're into science, if you're into medicine, or if you're into writing, whatever it is, there's superstars in every area of life. If you will get yourself accustomed to living these 5 signs, you're more likely to become the superstar that you deserve to be. Number 1, you get excited. You get motivated. You get jacked up to meet successful and important people. A lot of people get kind of nervous. They get kind of shy. They don't want to meet important people, successful people. But you put your chest back. You're right in your comfort zone. You feel like you belong. You feel like you're in the right place. You love hanging out with millionaires, with successful actors, successful writers, artists, scientists, doctors. This is where you belong. This is where you are most comfortable. Number 2, you go against the grain. I don't care whether it's medicine or science or writing. People that have gone against the grain have accomplished miracles, have accomplished wonderful things, not only in their own life, but for the entire world. How about Walt Disney, who went against the grain? Here's a guy who tried to make a living drawing mice, and he filed bankruptcy twice. But he went against the grain. He trusted his gut. He loved what he was doing. He was impassioned with his art and with his vision. And so he created something very spectacular that the whole world has benefited by. How about Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon? I was listening to an interview with Jeff, and he said that at the time he started Amazon, he gave himself only a 30% chance of success. Did that stop him? No. He went against the grain. He followed his own gut. And when people said, "You're expanding too fast, Amazon's going to go belly up," he just kept going against the grain. How about Michael Dell of Dell Computers? He decided to drop out of college and become a multi-millionaire. So there are people in every area of life. Even Colonel Sanders at 64 years of age was dirt poor. You've heard me say this before. But at 65, he was a multi-millionaire. If he can do it, so can you. Number 3, you question authority. Now, that doesn't mean that you walk around with a big sign on you saying, "I question authority, get out of my way." But what it means is that you don't take things verbatim. You question. Think about Jesus, for example. If Jesus had gone along with the authorities of his time, there would be no new belief system that was created because of him. He challenged the authorities of his time. What about Galileo? Again, challenging the authorities of his era. And of course, one of the greatest scientists and astronomers of all time. Number 4, you absolutely embrace uncertainty. Think about Columbus. Columbus embraced total and complete uncertainty. I know it doesn't sound like much today, but remember, When Columbus was alive, there was a map, and at a certain point, you fell off the edge of the earth. And there were sea monsters going to get you. But he embraced that uncertainty. What about the astronauts who went to the moon, Neil Armstrong? Even though they had science behind them, there was an element of uncertainty. And so many great actors and writers have embraced uncertainty only to find their career just blossom beyond belief. It's absolutely incredible. When you embrace uncertainty rather than security, you give yourself the opportunity to maximize your personal power, your personal charisma, and all the good things that you desire in your life. You're on your way to becoming a superstar. And finally, number 5, you embrace the idea of winning. Now, I know we live in a society today where winning is considered a bad, whoa, you're talking about winning, that's not right. You know, we live in a world where children get participation trophies. But look, whatever you would like the world to be, here's what it is. Some people win, and some people really win, and some people don't do so good. And people that embrace winning, like George Washington, outnumbered, outgunned, out everything, and yet he founded a new country. How about Tom Brady? 6-time Super Bowl champion. Come on, that's embracing winning. And guess what? He says he's at his peak. He says he's ready to win another 3 or 4 more because he loves winning. He watches his diet, he works out, he does everything possible to put himself in a position to win. And of course, there's Nelson Mandela. 27 years in prison in South Africa. He embraced not just his own personal winning, not just the winning of his race, but the winning of his country. When he came out, he could have been a very bitter man, but he embraced winning. He said, come on, let's all work together. We can make this a great country to live in. That's truly someone who embraces winning, not just for themselves, but for everybody. That's what a true superstar does. They embrace winning for everyone. Look at, if you have just 1 or 2 of these qualities, hang on, it's gonna be a ride because you are on your way to becoming a superstar. Have a great day because you absolutely deserve it. Bye-bye now.